Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Space Drilling Station. This is a demo, so everything that you're about to see is subject to change. It was available during the Steam Next Fest, February 2025. Well, I really like this one, I gotta say. I'm didn't want to put the game down in order to record this video. I just want to keep playing. Luckily, when the demo ends, it'll actually say continue, and you can keep playing if you want to, but some of these stuff obviously is still locked because, well, it's just a demo. So, in this game, you're going to have a multi-leveled drill rig of sorts in space. Think like oil rig, but it's in space. You're going to be mining out different minerals like copper, but there's something called Draxon, which is going to be your primary goal. In fact, the game is all about producing your daily amount, and the daily amount required will increase. So you have to keep up with the demand put on you by the company in charge. But in the meantime, you're going to be also managing an economy of sorts, like producing other minerals and materials. There's a full-blown research tree. There's staff that you get to hire and take care of. And of course, there's two parts to logistics. One part being, where do I put all of these rooms? Like, because the levels are very small, but there are many floors. So you have to try and figure out where to put things, how to put things, rotate them in the way you want to. You can put down corridors which have to connect everything, but at the same time, like, again, your space is limited, so you kind of have to be very efficient in the way that you're designing everything. There's also, like I said, staff that you can hire. They have different skills, some of which I haven't totally seen yet, but you'll need researchers for your research area so that you can research technologies. You'll need people that can do logistics, which I think they're called handlers. You'll need refinery people, and typically you need like 8 a pop because each of your refineries will handle 8 employees. And to be fair, like, this game is a bit, I guess, overwhelming at first, because like when you create a room for the first time, there's a couple of different things you have to do with it in order to get it to run. You have to assign employees to it right from that room. You have to assign what it's going to produce. So like there are a number of steps that you have to do in order to get a room fully functional. And one thing I forgot to mention is that some rooms are multi-level. Like, for example, those refineries I was talking about, which produce like the Draxon and the copper and other resources that you'll be producing. Some are multi-level, so you have to really take care as to like where you're putting these buildings, because they will, encompass multiple floors. And some have to be put on the perimeter facing outward. There's also another part to logistics where you have to manually assign, like, okay, this room is going to export this thing, and then this landing pad is going to import this thing so that the ship's landing can take off with it. Like, for example, you want to produce Draxon from your refineries, so you're going to export from your refineries and import to your landing pad so that the ship from the company will pick it up, and you'll get money for it as well, but it also goes toward your daily export goal. There's also different station levels. Like, level 1 is just a bedroom. So as long as you've got a bedroom for your staff, you're good. Level 2 requires like rest areas, medical centers, 30 employees, and there's level 3, level 4, level 5. I don't know if there's anything beyond that. I'm going to assume there is. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah, there's goals that you're trying to complete, and you're trying to level up your station. So I like that the game is like multi-purpose. Like, one goal is see to your daily export, and it's ever increasing, so you have to continuously put down more refineries and keep the production going. And you also have to hire more employees to do that. You also have to make sure you've got more handlers to handle that. So you're constantly managing the one side of it, but like I said, there's another side to it that is like, oh, there's some extra stuff I could be doing if I want to get more money, or and there's a market too, so you can trade different resources on the market. I don't trade the Draxon because I need that for my daily export, but I could train the or I could export the extra polymers I'm making, or the copper, whatever. You can make different varieties of meals via the greenhouse building that you'll eventually get via unlocking. So yeah, and there's, like I said, a whole research tree. It's nothing like super impressive, at least to me. It's not a huge tech tree like I've seen in other games, but I mean, there's multiple layers to it, and it's large enough to where it'll unlock a lot of things and keep you busy for a while. But I'm hoping to see more on that end of it. I would also love to see customizable difficulty settings where like you can control how much your daily export requirements are, like, you know, how much it increases. Because like if you're a casual gamer and want to take your time with the game even on full speed, then you may want to put it on a more casual setting so that, you know, the company doesn't demand too much of you every single day. Maybe a difficulty slider company increases by 1% or 2% or 5% or 10% or whatever it is, but a way to like easy is 1% and medium is 3%. I don't know. I'm just spitballing numbers here. But I really liked this game. I don't want to put it down. But I would love to see some difficulty settings. I want to keep playing the demo, but I know that after it's done, my save file gets wiped. So I'm going to wait for my full press key probably before coming back to it. But I want to keep playing it because it is fun. Go check out the demo while you can because it'll keep you busy. Well, this is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.